I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And to it, friends, if you're watching this after the live stream, just take a look down below in the description box, and there you will see the timestamps. Today, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the energy within your connection for the month of April, as well as what mindset for the both of you for the month of April. That being said, again, if you are watching this after the live stream, just look down below in the description box, and all the timestamps will be down below. For those of you who are watching me live and Twitter friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Today, I'm going to be channeling messages for the Couples Collective. Couples Collective. Now, if you are single, the Singles Collective is already up, as well as the monthly, the April monthly readings. Okay. Just give me 1 second here. Let's make sure you guys can hear me. Testing 1, 2, 3. Let's make sure you guys can hear me. Testing 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Ace, be a good boy. All right, and Twitter friends, we're going to start with Aries. Hello, Aries, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are in Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you are in Aries in other placements on your astrological natal chart, those focusing on the area of love, connections, relationships, partnerships, and those areas are as follows. If you are in Aries in your Venus, or in Aries in your Juno, or in Aries in your 5th or 7th houses, then these messages are for you. Now, Aries, this message is for you and for your significant other, as this is the couples reading for the month of April. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a 2nd degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All right, Aries, this message is for you and your significant other. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the April. Okay, April. Hold on 1 second here. My apologies here. Just want to make sure you guys are can still see me in the live here and hear me. All right, awesome. All right. Okay, there we go. My apologies there, Aries. So Aries, this is the couples reading, and I will be channeling messages focusing on the possible energy of your connection as a couple for the month of April. And at the end of the reading, I will be channeling a message here for you so that you can the mindset for both of you, okay, for the month of April. But first, let's take a look here at the possible energy of your connection as a couple for the month of April. And we have here for the both of you, the tree. Okay, beautiful. Family, okay, maybe at the forefront here, whether it's individual, meaning individually, or whether you consider yourself a family together as a couple. Tree is here as a reminder of this energy that may be the focus here in the month of April. Now, family, health, stability. I'm also getting here personal growth that can reflect, okay, within your connection. So for example, if one person within the connection is really focusing on their health, or whether their health is their physical health, emotional health, mental health, energetic health, both of you will be benefiting from this change. Now, of course, if both of you are focusing on that energy, even better, okay? But that's what I'm getting here in regards to tree. So there's a focus on family. The focus may also be very much connected in the month of April to personal growth. It could also be here the stability of the connection, the focus in what you both are building. All right. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through here. The possible energy of your connection as a couple for the month of April. Intuitive friends, don't forget, what came out. Remember, I was talking about that personal growth. Remember to also take a look at your April monthly reading. Now, the next card that popped out of the deck here says free yourself, okay, or free yourselves, as this is a couple's reading. Now, free yourselves says it's time to take back control of your life. Again, if this could be very well both of you focusing on the personal growth within your connection, or within yourselves. All right. There may be a little bit, especially if one of you or both of you have been kind of in your head a lot, critically thinking about something. I do feel that both of you may be working together again to create more stability within your connection and to get out of your comfort zone, to start thinking of things in a different way, to build, to grow as a family, to build or to grow as a couple. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for the both of you here, Aries. The possible energy of your connection as a couple for the month of April. What I'm also picking up here, especially because this is it's a unicorn, okay? Unicorns symbolize the uniqueness, the magic, okay? So I do feel here that there's this sense of continuing to build on that, noticing that. I'm also hearing check-in, okay? So checking in on each other. And what I mean check-in, I mean if one of you is picking up that the other person is getting too caught up in their head, or that there is this focus on support. If a partner is needing support, or if there's this energy of like, you know what, I'm kind of picking up that, and again, this could go vice versa, that your partner may be saying, you know what, I feel like Aries is kind of feeling out of sorts, or maybe seemingly something is going on. So there is this sense of being like the strong support system for each other. You, Aries, for your partner, and your partner for you. So that kind of magical, unique qualities, characteristics within your connection, continuing to grow and to create that stability or enhance the stability within your connection. Let's see what else is coming through here, Aries, for you and your partner. All right, I'll take it as that. You have the Ace of Wands, okay, with the 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Remember, I just said that magic that is felt within your connection. The Ace of Wands, new beginning, okay, or reignited passion within your connection. Like I said, the magic, the flow, the connection here between the both of you. Aces are all about the brand new start, clean slate type of energy. But it's the opportunity to create this. It's the opportunity to continue to grow within your connection. Ace of Wands, wands being very much connected to yang energy. So the passion, the chemistry, the desire, the attraction between both of you growing, especially for those of you who are just starting this connection, getting out of your head, believing that, this is a connection here built a lot on, the emotions that are being felt with one another, but also the stability of the support for one another. And for those of you who are starting this connection or have started this connection recently, I'm picking up this energy here in the month of April that you're going to be like, is this too good to be true? Okay. That unicorn that's fenced in this circle. Is it too good to be true? Getting caught up in that mentality. Is this too good to be true? Can this really be the real deal? In regards to our partnership, our connection. For those of you who are or have been in this connection for quite some time, long term, I'm getting, again, reignited passion here with the Ace of Wands. All right. So there's this spark that gets reignited between the both of you that continues to grow. And there's an emotional harmony here with the 10 of Cups, whether it's an emotional harmony or feeling like things are really, really good here in the month of April. Feeling like there's this happily ever after energy that is building, that is growing, getting out of your head in regards to feeling or thinking, is this too good to be true? For others of you, again, like I said, is a long-term connection. If you are in a long-term connection, reignited passion, connected a lot to this emotional fulfillment, feeling like things are really, really good here in the month of April. Let's take a look at the positive mindset, which could be used as a couple daily affirmation in the month of April. Now, this deck that I am shuffling says I for all of the cards, but because this is a couples collective reading, I'm going to say we. All right, so I'm going to change the I to we. And let's see what positive mindset would be great for the both of you. We have the courage to say no. Okay. We have the courage to say no, especially if one of you or both of you get too caught up in your head. If one of you or both of you get caught up in ego or pride, or get too caught up in yourselves and not building or not focusing on that reignited passion here. Remember, tree is long lasting. Tree is something, a tree does not grow overnight. It is through the trials and tribulations. It's through the ups and the downs, right, of a connection here. So the tree is symbolic. It's symbolic to what is growing or what has been grown and what continues to grow in your connection. And there, no connection is perfect. So there may be at times a little bit of stubbornness. There may be a little bit of that overthinking or critically thinking, or especially if this is, like I said, a newer connection, thinking, is this too good to be true? But both of you, when working together, keeping in mind family, if you are already a family, so family, your mental, emotional, energetic, physical health, yourselves individually, and how you feeling good can contribute to both of you as a couple. Ace of Wands, reignited passion for those of you who have been in the connection for quite some time. And for those of you who are new, okay, in the newlywed stage, as I call the honeymoon phase of your connection, feeling that chemistry and feeling that spark, that chemistry between each other. That being said, intuitive friends, Aries, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. That lets me know that these messages have resonated for you. Up next, we have Taurus. But first, intuitive friends, thank you so much for giving me a thumbs up. As those of you who are joining and saying hello, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. I greatly appreciate it. Intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at the monthly readings. Those are already up for you. And if you are here kind of just stopping by and you are single, then guess what? I have the singles reading already in your playlists. Remember, there's playlists here for different themes. So feel free to take a look at those playlists. They're there to give you kind of help you guide yourself through the readings here. Because I do offer a quite variety of readings on my channel. That being said, intuitive friends, we're going to jump into the next reading, and that is, of course, for Taurus. Hello, Taurus, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Taurus, sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Taurus in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, relationships, marriage, partnerships, and those areas are as follows, Taurus. If you are a Taurus Venus or a Taurus in your Juno or a Taurus in your 5th or 7th houses, then these messages are for you. And today, Taurus, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the possible energy of your connection as a couple for the month of April. Don't forget to take a look at the end of the reading or stay for the entirety of the reading, as at the end of the reading, I will be sharing a positive mindset that could bring you and your partner closer throughout the month of April. So let's see here, this April possible energy here within your connection. You have mice. Now, mice, especially in the Lenormand deck, tends to be a little bit of a challenging energy. And the reason for that is because mice erode things over time. Okay. Now, we're going to take a look at the positive shift here of this. But normally, mice are a nuisance, right? Now, symbolically here in your connection, okay, Taurus, for the month of April, I'm picking up that both of you need to take a closer look or pay closer attention to something that may seem small, whether it's little tiny arguments, little bit of tension that maybe has been felt or has been seen, especially with the fact that February and March, okay, were very much connected to Mercury being in retrograde. Now, the mice here is symbolizing for you and your partner here, Taurus, to pay closer attention to something that may start off very small or may have started very small, an issue, an argument, a disagreement, tension, distance, that may get bigger over time. So I'm getting the phrase, a stitch in time saves 9. Now, if you are familiar with that saying, it's talking about if you fix something in time, what may be a very quick fix or a quick check-in or a quick pivot or an easy pivot or an easy fixing, if you don't do it in time, it grows over time and it becomes more complex. Just imagine if you have like a little hole in your clothes, in your sweater, in your shirt. If you don't take the time to just do that one stitch and get it back together in time, what happens is that hole, or that, that hole in your sweater, in your shirt, in your sock, grows over time. It gets bigger. So what I'm picking up here, Taurus, for you and your partner, is that this mice energy is bringing to the forefront here what seems to be eating away at your connection. What could possibly, in the month of April, be something that you may consider small or on a small scale that could potentially grow over time? The problem, the delay, the chaos, okay? The stress. All right, let's take a look at the next deck here. Let's take a look here, Taurus. The possible energy of your connection as a couple, two flipped over. So we're going to have rekindle, and we have here spirit, soul, path. Okay. In the month of April here, maybe one of you may have spotted this already. Maybe one of you may have noticed that there's something, maybe a little something here, whether it's stemming from the past or recent past, or whether it's something that may show up in the month of April. And I feel here that one person may spot it, and another person may say, oh, it's in your head. Don't pay attention. We have such a strong connection. We're so in love with each other that, you're really making a mountain out of a molehill. And you also have here rekindle. I feel here, Taurus, that this should not be dismissed. And it shouldn't be dismissed as, it's nothing, or we love each other so much, we're doing great, why are you nitpicking? And it's not about nitpicking here, because that's not the energy that I'm getting here. Like I said, with mice, it's about what is eating away at the relationship very slowly or very minimally. Whether it's an individual energy, meaning you, Taurus, may be going through something, or maybe your partner, or maybe both of you together. But don't dismiss it just because there's a lot of connection between the both of you. Because like I said, whatever this is may possibly grow over time, meaning the problem, the situation, the miscommunication, the distance. Spirit Soul Path says a personal evolution within your relationship. Validation, confirmation. This could be individually, or this could be within the connection. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, if it's individually, why is it coming up in a couple's reading? That's because both of you influence in one way, shape, or another each other's energy. Okay. Here it says rekindle. It says an old flame returns. Now, for some of you, it may be that. It may be a person from the past that has surfaced or resurfaced, especially with the fact, like I said, February 26th through March 20th, and let's say all the way to the ending of March, Mercury was in retrograde. Maybe there was either a person or a small situation that has spun right back around into your connection and has created a little bit of tension in paradise. So April's energy is saying, hey, pay attention to that little flare up that may have occurred February or March and fix it, talk about it before it becomes something that may show up again at a later date or at a later time that ends up being a lot more worrisome, stressful, or that has eaten away at you or at your connection, so much so that now there's a big situation, circumstance, event, or issue. Let's take a look at more details here for you, Taurus, for you and your partner. Taurus, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. That lets me know that these messages have resonated for you. All right, Taurus, let's see you and your partner. Look at that, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands with the 6 of Swords. Let something go that either one or two things came up during the Mercury in retrograde that has created a little bit of a glitch or this kind of trigger within your connection, or in the month of April, something may pop up or come up that may seem small, but that could grow, extend, and become bigger over time. 10 of Wands, let go of the rift, let go of the tension. In the month of April, you and your partner need to focus on fixing, repairing, mending whatever this mice energy may have been from the past or recent past. As I said, there could be something from the past or recent past, whether it's a person, a situation, a theme, a storyline, an argument, a disconnect, or whatever this may be, this is talking about nip it in the bud. Now, if it's something that is new, something that may possibly unfold in the month of April, this is talking about nip it in the bud right away. Because the 10 of Wands is letting go of the burden of responsibility, the stress, something that has been burdensome, whether it's been emotional, mental, energetic, physical, okay? That has been weighing, whether it's on your shoulders, Taurus, or on your partner's shoulders, or on both of your shoulders. 6 of Swords is saying, leave behind the mental baggage, leave behind the arguments. And with rekindle here, it's coming across as focusing on the fixing, mending, or repairing of whatever this may potentially be, either coming back into your energy field as a couple, or whether it's something new in the month of April. 6 of Swords is the energy of moving past an argument. Swords, it's about the mind, the stress, the doubts that have been on the mind. Healing whatever this may be, potentially connected to this mice energy. Healing that by moving away from it. Again, talking about it, identifying it. Mending, fixing, or repairing it, rekindling the connection, rekindling that spark, that chemistry between the both of you. Letting things go, resolving issues that may, or arguments that may seem, or, moments of tense disagreements in the month of April, nipping it in the bud right away before it becomes something that spirals out of control or gets brought back in the future. Okay, so it could be something that may come up in April, where if you don't take care of it in April, if you don't discuss it, if you don't clear the air, 10 of Wands, it may stay on your mind or on your partner's mind and may be discussed or brought up months from now. Okay. Let's take a, okay, I thought that flipped over. Let's take a look at the positive shift in regards to the mindset. So what mindset can help you strengthen your connection? Now you could take this mindset and use it as a couple's daily affirmation for the both of you. Let's take a look, or a daily reminder for the month of April. It says here, we make the time to experience joy. Now, granted, I know it says there I, but this is a couple's reading. So it says, we make the time to experience joy. We make the time to rekindle the connection that we have with each other, to reignite our passion. We make the time to connect with one another. We make the time to talk about whatever little thing that we're picking up here that could strengthen the connection. And we make time to have fun with each other. Okay. Very, very beautiful energy here, Taurus. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. That lets me know that these messages have resonated for the both of you. That being said, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Up next, we have Gemini. But before I jump into Gemini's reading and Twitter friends, I want to thank each and every one of you that are stopping by and giving a thumbs up. Those of you that are subscribing to the channel right now through this live, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you and welcome. And for those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. If you are single and you just happen to have come across this reading, guess what? I do have the singles reading already done for you. So take a look at the singles playlist, and that's going to give you your, I want to say for the singles reading, I did March 15th through April 15th. So take a look at that in the playlist. Intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Don't forget to join me during my mini readings, first come, first serve, for my subscribers only. So if you are interested in joining me in that, super important for you to subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts, so you are notified the moment that I either add new content to the channel or when I am doing a live stream. That being said, intuitive friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for the likes. I greatly appreciate it, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Gemini. Hello, Gemini. And your partner, both of you, whether you are a Gemini in your sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Gemini in other aspects of your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, relationships, partnerships, marriage, and connections. And those areas are as follows. If you are a Gemini in your Venus, or a Gemini in your Juno, or a Gemini in your 5th or 7th houses on your astrological natal chart, guess what? Then these messages are for you and your partner. Now, if you want to maximize this reading, you could also take a look at your partner's astrological sign as well. But that being said, Gemini, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the possible energy of your connection as a couple in the month of April. Okay, now let's take a look here what's coming through for the both of you for April. Don't forget here, Gemini, to drop a rose in the comment section if these messages resonate for the both of you throughout the month of April. And don't forget to give me a like, as that lets me know that these messages, or at least this theme is interesting to you. You have the sickle. Okay. Now, the sickle is a bit of a challenging card in the Lenormand deck. However, we're going to take a look at how this could be a positive shift here and something that both of you may need to, pay attention to. The sickle is something that happens quickly. It's a quick shift, a quick change, a quick cutting something off, okay? There's a quickness here, whether that could be an ending of something. Now, I'm not saying your connection or your relationship, so relax, just listen to the whole message that's coming through. A quick separation. Now, this could be a physical separation, okay? Somebody walking out in the middle of an argument. This could be, it could be breaking up, okay? It could be stepping back from the connection, or there could be a swift ending in something outside of the connection, external tension or conflicts that have nothing to do with the both of you, but may affect each other. For example, extended family, job, schedules, okay, job schedules, okay, issues outside that don't have anything to do with you, Gemini, or don't have anything to do with your partner, but does bring an added stress or an added layer of challenges to the connection. Now, the good news here is that sickle is something that happens quickly. So if there is this sense of an argument, then quickly repair it. If there is something here in regards to a quick decision that maybe both, one of you disagrees with, then quickly repair it. If there is something said very quickly without being thought about thoroughly that could hurt someone's feelings, then quickly mend, fix, or repair that. Although the sickle, like I said, is a challenging card. So it has that kind of heavy tension connected to it. So for the month of April, just be in awareness that something, whether it's a disagreement, whether it's exchanging of words, an action, a situation, circumstance, event, whether internally within both of you or an external situation, circumstance, or event, may bring some type of quick change, quick challenge, or quick tension. And there may be here this added reminder to not engage if things seem to be very heated between the both of you. So the quickly saying, listen, I need a timeout here because this disagreement is getting out of hand, or it's getting too heated, or listen, I just need to take a break, okay, maybe what could save, or at the very least, not add extra friction here. So thinking very carefully what is being communicated, thinking very carefully the actions or the consequences of something. Let's take a look and give more details here to the sickle. Because what happens here, possibly, Gemini, in the month of April, is if there isn't that sense of awareness of this energy, one of you or both of you may continue to engage in either the disagreement, the tension, the challenge, and it may ultimately bring this energy of a separation between the both of you. Whether the separation is physical, emotional, mental, energetic, okay, the feeling of we're just coasting. And maybe for those of you who are in connections where things are not looking really good and hasn't been feeling that great, and maybe you have been contemplating ending the connection or ending the relationship, and I'm only speaking to those of you who may resonate with that, yeah, there may be a decision here in the month of April that may ultimately, whether it's you or your partner, say, you know what, that's it, it's over. Okay. So again, that message is not for everyone, but this is a general reading. Okay. And so there may be some of you who may be struggling in your connection. And that struggle here with the sickle could be announcing possibly a breakup, separation, or divorce. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is coming through here within this energy. And we have here reconciliation. What did I just say? For some of you, you are in this connection and it's been kind of rocky as of late. Or you've been turning a blind eye, whether it's been you, Gemini, or your partner. You've been turning a blind eye to something that, you know in your gut is not feeling too fantastic. For others of you here, you have a pretty good connection. And this is just saying, hey, listen, in April, there may be something here that may be coming up that may create a bit of a tension, something quickly changing, shifting, maybe an argument, maybe someone's actions that haven't been thought about thoroughly. And there may be some type of consequence here. If it is something that is superficial or that has been, again, a disagreement that has hurt someone's feelings here, yours or your partner's, or has hurt your connection in general, there may be here this sense of mending, fixing, or reconciliation between the both of you here in the month of April. Now, I do want to mention this here because of this, at the time of this reading, I am doing this reading during the time where Mercury is still in retrograde, although it ends on March 20th. The energies, that residual energy can continue to the end of March. And for some of you here, there is either someone or something from the past, and that either topic, theme, person, or that little, that every couple has, like that little kind of touchy subject within their connection. Okay. That could be coming back around, or that argument that, there's one thing that's going to bring that argument right back from the past. That's what this is talking about. So there could be in the month of April something that may have happened maybe in February or March that may be spinning back around in April. And there's this sense of, someone kind of like, listen, snapping, having a trigger about it. Now, reconciliation here is highlighting the fact that those of you who will work together as a couple will find some type of mending, fixing, or repairing within this situation, argument, disagreement, challenge, whether it's something that is happening within your connection or whether it's something from the outside that could bring a bit of a challenge or tension within your connection. Reconciliation is a mindset of, let's fix this. Let's talk about it. Because the separation, whether it's been physical, emotional, mental, energetic, or whether there's this energy here of feeling like, listen, we need to nip this in the bud right away, is super important for both of you to focus on. Now, listen carefully. Taurus had a very similar reading here. So I don't know here, Gemini, if you or your partner may have placements in Taurus. If you do, take a look at that Taurus reading, Queen of Swords. Both of you need to move through this possible energy in April with a sense of disengaging from your emotions a bit. Why? Because there could be here high volatile emotions and hostility that could quickly escalate. So you got to nip it in the bud right away with this sword. Interesting. Got the Queen of Swords. Okay. Both of you do. You got to nip it in the bud quickly Because if you let your emotions trump your intelligence, it may create more of a tense situation here, possibly here, Gemini, for you and your partner. But if you remain calm, cool, collected, where you have mastered the energy of being logical, rational, analytical, not being swayed by emotions, but rather your intelligence, your communication with each other, intellectually stimulating conversations that could either resolve this energy with reconciliation, or whether there may be potentially here for others of you a decision to say, you know what, we have to take a look at our connection even further, and maybe this just isn't working. Either way, the Queen of Swords does not sugarcoat her words, her thoughts, and strategizes. So both of you here may need, obviously, by what is coming through, since the sickle came out at the top of your reading, something needs to be spoken about. Whichever way the decision goes, but something needs to be brought to the surface, discussed, figured out. And whatever decisions are made with the sickle, whether it's a quick step back or whether it is a breakup, separation, or divorce, it needs to be an intelligent, balanced decision between the both of you. Okay? Or at least a conversation that airs out what the sickle may be bringing back or maybe focusing here in the month of April. Let's take a look at the positive mindset here. Okay, that really wants to come out. And it's interesting because that would have been, it says, I am at peace, or we are at peace. So the mindset here for the both of you, Gemini, is what brings both of you mental peace, emotional peace, energetic peace, physical peace, spiritual peace within your connection. That being said, Gemini, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, or if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. I hope these messages have been insightful, and I look forward to seeing you in my 5-minute mini readings on my channel. That being said, Gemini, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Cancer, but before I jump into Cancer's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, welcome for those of you who are joining me live. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. If you just joined me here, just so you know, I already channeled the messages for the Aries couple and the Taurus couple, and now, of course, the Gemini couple. Up next, we have the Cancer couple. Now, I don't have timestamps now, obviously, because I'm doing this live stream right now. But as soon as I finish the live stream, I will be adding timestamps so that you can quickly go straight to either your astrological sign or maybe even your partner's or other placements on your astrological natal chart that you may be aware of here. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, let's continue with the readings here for April for those of you who are in a relationship. Now, if you are single and you just happen to drop by on this live, then just take a quick look at the singles playlist, because the March and April energies are there in regards to singles reading. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump to the next. We have Cancer. Welcome back, Cancer. Whether you are a Cancer sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Cancer in other placements on your astrological natal chart, And those placements are if you're a Cancer in your Venus, or a Cancer in your Juno, or a Cancer in your 5th or 7th house or houses, then these messages are for you. And today, Cancer, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the possible energy of your connection as a couple in the month of April. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. At the end of the reading, Cancer, I will be taking a look at what I call the positive mindset here in regards to your reading. But of course, that will be towards the end, so don't miss out on that. All right, Cancer, this is a message for both you and your partner. Again, focusing on the possible energy of your connection as a couple in April. And let's see what's coming through for you. Cancer, you have dog. Dog symbolizes companionship. It symbolizes loyalty, feeling like your connection is reliable, is dependable, supportive. That's the energy that I'm picking up here for the month of April. You're within your connection. You may be even feeling like, wow, this is my true compatible or divine counterpart, my soulmate, twin flame, if you use those terms, my significant other, a person that's like not just my lover or not just my companion or partner, but they are truly like my best friend. Okay. So this is a beautiful energy here of devotion, an energy here of being supportive, being reliable for one another, a deep friendship here. And again, like I said, that divine counterpart energy here, the sense of loyalty towards the connection, towards each other. So very, very beautiful energy here, Cancer, within your connection, possibly here for April. Dog is also coming across. Maybe there's this kind of idea. Should we get a pet? Should we not? Should we get a fur baby? And yeah, it's looking here for some of you that may be a yes. You may be leaning more towards kind of having either a pet or, yeah, I'm getting something here about a pet. Okay. Whether it's a dog or a cat, doesn't have to be a dog, but I'm getting here that type of energy, kind of like being on the fence. Should we get a dog? Should we get a pet? Should we get a fur baby? I'm also picking up here, especially if this is a brand new connection, there's something about the dog here in the month of April, or the pet. If there is a dog or a pet or something, kind of like, developing a deeper bond with the other person. Okay. So take that as it may resonate. So Cancer, if you have a dog and your partner doesn't have a dog, it's as if even the dog is having a close relationship, like is establishing a deeper bond here with your partner. Now, if it's the opposite here, Cancer, where your partner has the dog, the cat, or the pet, and you don't, then I feel here there's a deeper connection here, even with the family pet, which is interesting because I've never really gotten that type of reading there with that. But yeah, that's what it's coming across. It's coming across as a pet, even having a deeper sense of bond or connection. Okay. Now, this could be a pet that is rescued also, where both of you feel the need to want to bring this pet, dog, cat, or other into the connection and creating your own kind of, family unit here. But I am picking up a pet here. So just wanted to mention that. Trust. Look at that. Beautiful energy here. Trust. Like I said, loyalty, devotion here being at the forefront in April within your connection here, Cancer, between you and your partner. Trust says this situation is calling you to have faith. Now, here with this red bow, I'm feeling here that there, either you, Cancer, or your partner has had a very challenging past in other connections, okay, or in other situations, circumstances, events here with other people or environments where there's been, maybe in prior connections, a sense of backstabbing or betrayal, perhaps with prior people in the past or prior connections. And that's something here that has been either worked on for quite some time, maybe starting off as friends, or deepens as time goes on within your connection. I feel that you are coming to this energy here, Cancer, and your partner, where both of you are building this sense of trust with each other. Okay, it's developing, it's deepening. And if this is a connection that's been together for quite some time, there's this like, listen, we don't even think about that anymore, because whatever red flags were being felt at the start of the relationship, whether it was many years ago or whether it's recent, we've worked on it, or we're working on it through our friendship, through our reliability with each other, through supporting each other, okay, in our connection. So very, very beautiful energy here of bonding, of connection, of strength, of loyalty, dependability, reliability here with the dog, companionship with one another, trusting, okay, building the trust, continuing to build the trust, and really just seeing your partner, or seeing you, both of you seeing each other as really good friends. And when it starts with the base core foundation of friendship, there's less of this kind of representative energy being seen in the relationship. It's more like, listen, we're friends. You accept me for me, I accept you for you. Are we perfect? No. Do at times we have flaws? Like, hello, like that red bow here. Do at times we have flaws? Yes. But are we willing to commit to each other and trusting that our intentions towards our connection is deeper, okay, than what the superficial kind of, oh my gosh, type of red flag feeling here, that may at times, by the way, there's something here that just flipped over. You have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there may be a lot of hustle and bustle here in the month of April, okay, having to do with work. Maybe there's some type of juggling. Maybe there's just an increased time, whether it's a lot of clients, a lot of hours, or whether there's a schedule difference here, Cancer. And that could be sometimes be seen or portrayed here a little bit as a red flag. But I feel that it's something that both of you can overcome. You can overcome that situation, okay? Because the connection here, the friendship, the loyalty, the dependability, the companionship, it's both of you supporting each other through the highs and through the lows. I'm also getting that there could be this kind of the pros and the cons, looking at both sides of the coin in regards to something that is very valuable. This could be very valuable individually, just to you, Cancer, but does affect your partner in the long run, or vice versa. This could be something that's on your partner's end that is very valuable to them. They're kind of juggling, kind of trying to figure something out, but does affect you because obviously this is a partnership. So the Two of Pentacles here may be a full plate. It may be a choice, whether this choice is about, remember that pet that I was picking up at the top of the reading, or whether the choice is something that's, super important to the both of you. Okay. It's this kind of, how do we balance something out so it doesn't become a red flag, or doesn't become an issue that could create a little bit of tension when it comes to trust, right? So this is a very, very nice reading here for the both of you, Cancer. And let's see what else is coming through. Nine of Swords. Okay, there could be a little bit of concern, a little bit of, what do they say, like trouble in paradise, because there could be a sense of worry here. Okay, someone is worrying here, whether it's both of you or one of you. And this may be the time where the support system is going to be very, very important here, Cancer, whether it's your partner supporting you or you supporting your partner. Either way, the Nine of Swords is the energy of this, memory. Okay, sleepless nights, worrying, stressing about something, having the haunting thoughts or words or things that have been said in the past, or fears, self-sabotaging habits, old patterns here. The red flags may be kind of overthinking that, or stressing about something that may be very much connected to that choice that I was talking about at the top of the reading, whether it be a pet or not. It could be just something very valuable here that both of you are like, well, what are we going to do? What should we choose, or how do we resolve this? And both of you trusting each other to be that rock, that support system, so that you have the faith, okay? You have the faith in your connection, in your partnership, that both of you are working together as a couple. As you see here, there's a rabbit tossing two coins, but if you see, there are two people watching the rabbit. So there's this energy of like, what do we do as a couple with this juggling, or with this full plate type of energy? Or what can we do as a couple to balance something out? Or what do we do as a couple to choose the best, fill in the blank, the best idea, the best choice, the best resolution here for the both of us, or for the best for our relationship here. Okay. All right, let's take a look here, Cancer, for you and your partner. Now, this deck that I am shuffling says I for all of it, but I'm going to change the I to we, because we're going to take a look at the positive mindset that both of you need to keep in mind, whether you want to use this as a daily affirmation throughout the month of April, or whether you want to use this as a daily reminder in your connection. Let's see what's coming through for the both of you. It says here, we forgive others for their flaws. Okay, so we forgive others for our flaws. Now, these others could be each other, as well as the others could be external people or external environments, work, family, siblings, friends, okay, situations that are not connected to each other, but influence the connection within each other. Okay, so we forgive others for their flaws. Okay, and I feel that that's what that Nine of Swords energy was about. It's about kind of like the stress that could be potentially coming up. Maybe, again, like I said, maybe it's not connected to your connection, and maybe it is. But both of you working with each other and supporting each other and forgiving each other or others here in connection to this energy. That being said, and by the way, that forgiving others could be something about a friend also. So the dog could be representing a friend, okay? Either a friend on your side, Cancer, or a friend on your partner's side. If it's not a friend, it's someone that they hold deeply in their heart. And maybe for some of you, it's that situation that, again, may not be connected to each other, but it influences and impacts the energy within your connection. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful, Cancer. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section and give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, feel free to consider subscribing and joining me, of course, on the readings that I give on my channel, especially the 5-minute mini readings, as well as the other content on my channel. That being said, Cancer, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. And up next, we have Leo. But before we jump into Leo's reading, I do want to say thank you, intuitive friends, for those of you who are joining me, and for those of you who are giving the thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. Intuitive friends, if you are just stopping by and you're like, wait, I'm not in a couple relationship, no worries. Take a look at the singles readings. Those are all located in the playlist. So we have the singles playlist, the monthly playlist, pick a card playlist, connections and separation playlist, no contact playlist. There's lots here to take a look at. We also have the energy healing. The energy healing and affirmations playlist as well. For those of you that are watching, I just want to quickly say the following. Now I'm going to be channeling for the Leo couples, followed by Virgo couples, Libra couples, Scorpio couples, Sagittarius couples, Capricorn couples, Aquarius couples, and Pisces couples. Okay, so those are the ones that I'm going to do now, channel now. For others of you, I already finished Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, and Aries. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump into the reading for the Leo's couple. Hi, Leo, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Leo, sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Leo in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, relationships, partnerships, marriage, and just love in general. And those areas here, Leo, being if you are a Leo in your Venus or in your Juno or in your 5th or 7th houses, then these messages are also for you. And if you want to add more kind of messages, then take a look at what your partner's astrological sign or placements may be, especially their Venus. If you know that, take a look at that as well. That being said, Leo, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. Please feel free to give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that these messages, you're enjoying these messages here on the channel. All right, if a message resonates for you already, although this is for April, but if it resonates already, feel free to drop a rose. And what I will be channeling here for you, Leo, and your partner is the possible energy of your connection as a couple for the month of April. Okay, so let's take a look here what's coming through for you, both of you. And we have here the moon. Okay, the moon. Now, this is an oracle deck, not a, not a tarot deck. So in this deck, in the Lenormand deck, the moon is about the chemistry. It's about the intuition. It's about the emotions, the yin energy between your connection. At times, it may feel like it's kind of like sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, the roller coaster that changes the cycle, okay, that you may be experiencing or feeling in the month of April. You do have the number 32 here. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Fives are about changes. So it's about the phases. As we know, the moon has many different phases, right? So, it changes, like, I want to say every 2 days, there's like an added phase here, okay, of the moon. So the moon phases change throughout a whole entire month. So there may be here some shifts or changes being felt, seen, or experienced within your connection. For some of you, it's, again, the ebbs and flows is how this is coming across. There could be here some type of recognition coming in. Now, the moon card in the Lenormand deck is a positive card, okay? There isn't a negative connotation connected to the moon card at all. But it does talk about the ups, the cycles of everything, right? The ups and downs. Sometimes we feel very much connected. So I feel here that in April, you may feel a little bit more connected to one another. And then there are moments here where there's kind of like, okay, we're just going through the ebbs and flows of something here. But chemistry and love may be at the peak of your connection here, or may be experienced here as a peak of your connection in the month of April. Let's jump to the rest of the reading here. What else here is coming through in regards to the possible energy of your connection as a couple in April? Leo and their partner. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Leo and your partner, couple reading. Couple reading here. Love language, quality time. Be the witness to each other's lives, okay? So the deepening of the bond, the deepening of that. What I also feel here is that you may find yourselves kind of intuitively much more connected, Leo, here between you and your partner. What do I mean by that? I mean, like, even like that instinctive telepathic energy where maybe like you're thinking about your partner and then your partner either texts or calls, either at that moment or a couple moments later, okay? And vice versa. Your partner thinking of you and then you're like texting them or reaching out to them. But there's this sense here of that telepathic, intuitive type of energy that is either being cultivated if this is a new, a new connection, or really strengthening here if you are a connection that's been together for quite some time. So if this is something that is kind of normally the case, you may see an increase in this. So it's like there's this deep bond intuitively here happening. Now, with the quality of time, I do feel that, especially those ups and downs, those peaks and valleys, maybe there's something of a celebration here for some of you, Leo, in your partnership. Maybe there's a milestone that's being celebrated, or just an increase of quality time, or, date nights here, or just a very meaningful date night, something it's coming across as extra special for whatever reason, okay, is coming up as extra special. So that chemistry and that love really deepening here and adding a kind of interesting layer here. There's this energy about quality of time being at the forefront here. So if there is this sense of having had this discussion here in the past or recent past, or maybe here again, kind of one of you or both of you saying, yeah, you know what? We do need to spend more quiet, alone time together. That is intentionally focused on the love and the chemistry that we feel for one another. Maybe things may be a little bit busy here for one of you or both of you in April, but whatever the case is, quality of time is feeling like it's at the forefront. It's this energy here where either A, you're going to be talking about it a lot more, or being very intentional on the time that you spend with one another. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming through in this reading here, Leo, for you and your partner. Couple reading here for the month of April. You saw that card down. That okay, it is what it is. We'll take it like that. So Empress and the Two of Wands. Okay, for whatever reason, this is the one that wasn't. Yeah, the Hangman, that wasn't meant for you. That's why it didn't pop over. Okay, or that's why it stood on the table here. Okay, Empress. Okay, remember that I just talked about that quality time with each other. That's that Empress energy. Cultivating the important time that needs to be dedicated to your connection, whether you've been together for quite some time and this is a long-term connection, or whether this is something recent. There's this, let's spend at least a romantic date once a month or something like that. And it may have been something that was on hold, maybe because it was just a lot of things going on, especially with the fact that Mercury in retrograde from February 26th all the way through March has been a doozy. So maybe there was a little bit of this waiting time here, right? Or kind of like something being put on hold, or planning something. I do want to talk about something here that for some of you, it's coming across as maybe even a proposal. Okay, so let me get through this part first here. I do feel here for some of you here, again, like I said, something has been on hold for a bit, and kind of April is where there's this, let's continue to grow in our connection. Okay, let's take care. Let's do the self-care, but the self-care within this couple energy. Okay. For others of you, I'm getting that there's this peak of chemistry and love, that this quality of time may potentially or possibly be here one of the two. Either someone is planning to pop the question or bring to the surface moving in together. So this could be proposal, this could be engagement, this could be let's move in together. And I feel here there's this energy about seeing each other as this is the person I want to grow old with, or this is the person I feel that, this is the one. Okay. Now, for some of you, there's still more planning involved in this. So if I'm letting the cat out of the bag, sorry, but there seems to be this energy here of someone planning something. Okay, with the Two of Wands, making sure the plans look good. And here with the Empress, again, this feeling of, the slow growth. Now, remember, the Empress is ruled by Venus, okay? The planet of love, value, love, exactly like I said with the moon. I said chemistry and love coming through and being at the forefront of the connection. So there may be, if there isn't a proposal or, plans of moving in together, this could be in the back of somebody's mind. I also want to mention the following. Fertility may be at the peak here, Leo, for you and your connection, okay? So whether you are already expecting a child, okay, the Empress is pregnant, or whether there is something here about fertility, okay, expanding your family here, that could also be coming through here for both of you. So very, very nice reading here for the both of you. But yeah, let's see what positive mindset to keep in mind as a couple daily affirmation for the both of you here in the month of April. Beautiful reading here for the couples. I do feel that there's a little bit of a waiting here. Someone may be hesitating on this or maybe planning. But still in all, I get exactly what I said. They're thinking about this, and it says we release the urge to be self-critical. Okay, so especially if there's been someone here in the connection talking a lot about what's the hesitation, what's the hold up, okay, why is the growth in the connection not coming fast enough with whatever you define as growth or the next step or the next milestone, whether it's friends moving up to more exclusive connection, whether it's an exclusive connection, being, talking about the future, marriage, proposal, moving in together, having children, whatever that milestone may be, there's a sense of both of you releasing the urge to be self-critical and allow each other the time to grow, because Empress is not a fast moving energy. Empress energy is something that grows through time. The abundance, the prosperity, all that positivity takes a fertile soil. So the fertile soil, or the soil needs to be fertile in order for something to grow. So this takes time. So the Empress with the Two of Wands is telling me this is something that may take time to develop or time to plan. Okay. Whether it's a plan that one person is making because they want to pop a surprise here, or whether it's both of you planning, but both of you here, the mindset is we release the urge to be self-critical about the amount of time something is taking, or being self-critical about each other. Leo, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, what a beautiful reading. Congratulations, Leo, however this may show up itself in the month of April. And if it does, please feel free to let me know in the comment section how this reading may have resonated for the both of you. Up next, we have Virgo. But before I jump into Virgo's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your likes as I'm doing this live here. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for your support. For those of you who just recently became members, as of right now, you just subscribed to the channel, I want to say thank you. Thank you for joining the Lexa Tarot community. Don't forget to come and join us during the 5-minute mini readings that I give on my channel. First come, first serve, for those of you who are my subscribers. All right, intuitive friends, let's keep moving. Up next, We have Virgo. Whoa. Hello, Virgo, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Virgo sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Virgo on other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, romance, relationship, marriage, partnership, companionship, and those areas are as follows. If you are a Virgo in your Venus, Virgo in your, or Virgo in your Juno, or Virgo in your fifth, or Virgo in your seventh house or houses, then these messages are for you, Virgo, and your significant other. Now, of course, if you want to maximize this reading and you know the placements on the astrological chart of your partner, then feel free to take a look at that here within this reading. That being said, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below. That being said, intuitive friends, let's take a look here, Virgo, at the possible energy of your connection as a couple in the month of April. Okay, the month of April. Let's see what's coming through here for the both of you. Possible energy here within your connection. You have here the grave, okay? Now, I'm not, the grave and the lady, all right? There could be someone, okay. Let's take it one step at a time. First, the grave does have a heavy energy, okay? The grave does have a heavy energy here, but this could be talking about a situation, circumstance, or an event, okay, within your connection here, Virgo, whether it's on your side or your partner's side, or both of you together as a couple, where you may be putting something to rest. There may be the ending of a cycle in something. Don't know what it is, okay? This is a general reading, but something could be either coming to an end or feeling like there's an energy here of monotony. Like we're going through the what is that called? Like going through the motions of something. We're going through the motions of something because either one or two things. We are pretending to be happy, or we're, even if maybe we're not at where we used to be at some point in time, or we're just too comfortable to want to make moves within the connection, and therefore we're just coasting. Okay? So if it's within the connection, there could be something here having to do with that. This is a general reading, so I'm going to continue to channel what else I'm getting here, Virgo. I'm also getting here that there could be a discussion, a theme, a topic that needs to be put to rest once and for all. Whether it's a reoccurring issue, whether it's a self-sabotaging habit, whether it's an old pattern, whether this is just one of those red flags that just is difficult for someone to outgrow, okay, or nip in the bud. But Virgo, it's coming across as the grave here, this sense of transformation needing to be discussed, or having a very important kind of, I can't turn my blind eye anymore on this particular situation, circumstance, event, self-sabotaging habit, old pattern, or whatever this may be. Okay. Whatever it is, it's not healthy, which is the reason why the grave is here. So, Virgo, you and your partner in the month of April, you may be at the crossroads here of something. There may be the crossroad for some of you feeling like something isn't like it used to be, and we really need to sit down and kind of reflect on what this may be. For others of you, it's not both of you together, but it's like something that is at the core foundation that is bringing or kind of like popping up as an issue, especially with the fact that Mercury in retrograde started on February 26 or 27, and it's lasting all the way through March 20th, but we're going to add those 2 extra weeks because of the shadow period. So February and March may have been very difficult here for some of you within your connection, because Mercury in retrograde forces us to get on a time out and makes us, by taking a moment or a step back, to look at the things that have been there as a red flag that we have decided, well, I don't want to deal with that, or I'm too comfortable, so I'm just going to let it go. I'm not, why am I going to leave, this connection? Because I've been in it for quite some time, so I might as well. Okay. That kind of feeling comfortable. And for others of you, it's just a topic. It's not so much the energy within the connection, but it's something that needs to be discussed and put to rest. So the grave may have both of you at a crossroad here in the month of April, where one of you or both of you are like, listen, we either need to change or shift this and grow from it, or that maybe parting ways could be a potential thing that someone is thinking about. Now it says the lady, it doesn't have to be, see, it's about a commitment. Someone here may be like, well, and it doesn't have to be that the lady is not about gender. It's about the intuition. Someone feels like something may not be quite as right as they would like for it to be, whether it's individually or whether it's both of you as a couple. So April here is talking about transformation. That's what the grave is about. Now, if we were to look at the grave as a tarot card, which is not, this is an oracle deck, but if we were to take a look at the grave as a tarot card, it would be the death card in tarot, which is ruled by Scorpio. And that is the energy of transition, the energy of change, the energy of something taking a natural course, or a change that is out of your control, whether it's out of your control individually or out of your control as a couple. It's like there's something here that it's like being tested within your connection. Okay. Now, I do want to mention this before I cut the deck here, and I want to bring this a little closer, and I don't know if my camera could pick up, but that umbrella is the color red. Okay. It's this deep maroon red, for example, or I should say, symbolizing a red flag. So this could be a red flag from the past or recent past, or this could be a red flag that is emerging in April, depending where you may be within your connection. Let's see what's coming through here for the both of you. And you have trust. Trust could be an issue, or trust could be at the root of the red flag here, whether it's you trusting your partner, your partner trusting you, or trusting that whatever this situation, circumstance, or event it is externally. Okay, so it could be external conflicts, external challenges that may create a little bit of tension within your connection. But the trust here, needing both of you to have faith that either this red flag, and again with this little red bow here, first it was the red of the umbrella, now it's the red of the bow. There could be, again, like I said, in the month of April, a red flag coming in once again from the past, or a red flag emerging here that may cause both of you to take a step back and really discuss what needs to be transformed, what needs to be changed, and how personal growth may be at the foundation here of your connection. Okay. So here with trust, it says this situation is calling for you, meaning both of you, to have faith. So either you do trust each other, that you can go through the highs and lows of the connection through the long haul, or trusting that you will put in the self work here for this growth to occur. Or maybe having faith that maybe there is something about just kind of coasting here that needs to be taken a look at. The Queen of Swords just flipped over here in the deck. Queen of Swords, super important for both of you to have a deep, intellectually stimulating conversation about, and something else flipped over here. Wow, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, there could be something at play here in regards to someone feeling, whether one person or both of you here in the month of April, feeling like there's some trouble in paradise in regards to a feeling of secret, or feeling here like something hasn't been discussed, or there's a lack of clarity here. It could be someone's emotion, it could be someone's thoughts, or it could actually be a either third party, a person, a situation, or an environment that's creating a little bit of this mistrust, or feeling like some type of insecurities are popping up here. Okay, Queen of Swords, putting emotions to the side and really taking a look at what is at the core of this grave. What is it symbolizing here for the both of you in the month of April? Okay. The Queen is also someone may be very quiet, or maybe seeming a bit too silent. Okay. And maybe giving the impression, even if it's not, okay, maybe giving the impression that their thoughts or their communication could be shutting something down, and it could be making someone uneasy within this connection. Okay, Virgo? So whether that be you or your partner, but there's something about a very kind of emotionally disengaged type of energy here that the Queen of Swords is in a way highlighting here in your connection, or in your couple partnership here for the month of April. The Seven of Swords, again, talking back around and bringing that back around, but the Seven of Swords is some type of secret action, or some type of secret that has not been revealed, that is not being revealed, whether it's emotions, whether it's feelings, whether it's something hasn't been feeling quite right for quite some time, whether it's a red flag from the past, whether it's a red flag or red flags that may be surfacing or resurfacing in the month of April. But the Seven of Swords is the energy of some deceptive element here, whether real or whether someone is clearly not communicating something here. Okay. The Queen of Swords is this energy where you're cutting through the BS. So there may be here some type of decision or some type of clarity that will either occur to make or to rekindle the trust, or that the trust may have been so broken that there may be here a decision to go the other way in regards to maybe ending or moving away from the connection. Okay. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through here. Let's take a look at the positive mindset to keep in mind as either a daily couple affirmation through the month of April here, or as a daily reminder for the both of you. Kind of a very heavy reading here for you, Virgo, but it's coming across as whatever this grave may be signifying in your connection, there's an energy here where you either have to have the faith of working it together, or having the faith that, maybe it might be time to make certain decisions that either you or your partner have been procrastinating for quite some time. Okay. Let's take a look at the mindset. And it says here, I am proud of myself and my achievements. And first, we are proud of ourselves and our achievements. And for some of you, you may choose to work on those red flags. You may choose to work on that personal growth, whether it's the personal growth of your couple connection or whether it's an individual growth, because you allow yourselves to come up with intelligent, balanced decisions in how to solve or resolve that. For others of you, you're going to be proud of yourself and your achievements individually. And that achievement here may be kind of coming to a conclusion here in regards to this grave. In regards to this grave energy, in regards to the deceptive either actions, thoughts, or communication that is not being had here. That being said, Virgo, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. That lets me know that these messages have resonated for you. Up next, we have Libra. But before we jump into Libra's reading, I do want to say thank you, intuitive friends. Thank you for your love, your loyalty, and your support in this reading and in the content on my channel. Thank you so much for being here and for giving those thumbs up. Up next, we have Libra. Libra, you are up next. Hello, Libra, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or whether you are a Libra on other parts of your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, partnerships, relationships, marriage, connections, and those areas are as follows. If you are a Libra in your Venus or a Libra in your Juno, or a Libra in your 5th house, or a Libra in your 7th house, then these messages are also for you. And of course, if you want to maximize this reading, also take a look at your partner's placements on their astrological natal chart, especially their Venus. That being said, Libra, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a 2nd degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look at my links down below in the description box. All right, Libra, as I mentioned here in the introduction, today I will be channeling messages here, focusing on the possible energy that may be at the forefront here in your April reading. Now, this is both for you and your partner, okay, Libra? So it's the possible energy here of your connection as a couple in April, all right? Let's see what's coming through for the both of you. Now, as I always like to mention here, remember that even if it's something individually here, it could always potentially be felt within the overall energy of your connection. So April, we have Whip, okay? Whip. Whip is a challenging card, or one that has a lot of heavy energy here in this deck, okay? The Whip, it comes across as something that is continually to reoccur here. There may be a situation, circumstance, or event in the month of April that may come back around. So there may be a long history of a struggle, whether the struggle has been individually or the struggle in the connection as a whole. But the whip is the energy here of something happening over and over and over and over and over again. Now, this could be in different ways, right? This is a general reading. So for some of you, it's like the reoccurring sticky point in your connection that may be brought up in the month of April. There could be a trigger being felt. Maybe someone doesn't like something, and that other someone is like always making a comment, or makes a comment again in the month of April and triggers someone. There could be here something that someone has promised to do, to change, and they've promised their counterpart, their partner, and for whatever reason, there's a lack of consistency here. So again, there's this kind of talking again about this specific situation, circumstance, or event. The whip could also be a verbal disagreement. Okay, that, like I said, that sticky point. But it could also be talking about the guilt or the shame or the self-punishment here about something that has kind of in a way been brought up or has just recently come to the forefront. Okay. It could be someone's MO as well. It could be someone's just bad habit. All right. Or just personality trait or characteristic here. Someone just like, I tell you every time, not to do that because it triggers me, or not to do that because, it's rude, or not to do that because whatever. And the person just keeps doing it. So there is this kind of tension here, very much connected to this energy in regards to that. Okay. With the whip. I also feel here that there may be this kind of talk or energy about standing up to something, like putting your foot down as a couple, like saying, you know what, either one of you or both of you. There could be one person here putting their foot down and saying, you know what, I'm going to stand up to this long history of fill in the blank that happens to be a reoccurring theme pattern or reoccurring struggle in this connection. And April may be the time where one of you may stand up and say, you know what, I'm taking a stand at this because I feel blank, blank, blank. Okay. So that's how this is coming through here in regards to April. All right. Now, this could be an external situation. It doesn't have to be within your connection. It could be something externally. For example, it could be friends, schedules, things that can't be controlled, so to speak, things that are maybe beyond you and your partner's control, that is reoccurring time and time again. But it's coming across as it's rubbing someone the wrong way, or it's creating here an added tension in the connection. Okay. All right, so let's see what's coming through here. What is the possible energy of your connection as a couple in the month of April? And you have here honest communication. Having an honest communication is at the forefront here in the month of April here, Libra, between you and your partner. Okay. Honest communication says expect a heart-to-heart conversation, especially for those of you who may feel like, oh, I just want to keep the peace. I really don't want to talk about that thing again because it may create a bit of, it might rock the boat a little bit, so to speak. But this is talking about, well, you got to talk about something here because there needs to be a sense of transparency about what this may be, the history of something, or the constant pressure, or the constant history, or the reoccurring situation, circumstance, event, argument, self-sabotaging habit, or the lack of consistency here in something that just keeps happening over and over and over and over again. And there needs to be a chat about that. All right. Let's see what else is coming through in this overall energy here, this potential energy for you as a couple here, Libra, you and your partner. Hanged Man, something is at the standstill. Okay. Whatever it is, something is feeling in the month of April that there is some type of holdup. There could have been there could be here in April a hard pause or feeling that something is in limbo. So something isn't moving. It's not growing. It's stagnant. Okay. What I'm also getting here with this Hanged Man energy is that this pause may be needed here. It may be needed because if it wasn't for that kind of energy, like something isn't progressing, something isn't moving, or there's some type of a lack of movement here, or something feeling in limbo, then it would still continue to happen, right? So this is nipping something in the bud right here. This is saying, you know what, there's something that needs to be placed on hold, or there's something here that unless we talk about it honestly, it's going to either keep occurring or reoccurring, whether there's a lack of consistency in something, or whether this is a long history of a struggle, of a disagreement, of a bad habit. And it's either making one of you or both of you take a step back and reassess the energy here in regards to your connection in the month of April. Okay. Now, there could be an epiphany here. There could possibly be here a reversal, a change of thought, or a change of heart. It could go either way. Okay. It could be a change of heart and a change of mind. And like, finally, yes, okay, we had an honest communication. And yeah, I'm going to take care of this energy here with the whip. Or it could be someone making a different decision. Like, we've had a conversation here and just, I don't feel like there's growth and there's movement. Okay. However, this conversation or the energy of this connection may unfold here, there is this energy of some type of very big hesitation, feeling confused, or feeling like the connection or something within the connection is on hold or is in limbo, or at the very least, someone having a change of mind or a change of heart. Let's see what else. Give me more details here in connection to this Hanged Man energy for Libra and their partner. 7 of Cups. There's a lot of confusion here. And what seems to be confusing here for someone, or for maybe both of you, is that someone here is in the mentality of there's a lot of options out there. Or there's a lot of options. The grass is greener on the other side. So, I don't feel like I have to change. Or, you know what? That has always been the case. There's been this repetition. That's somebody's pattern of not being very clear on something or having clarity in something. Okay. So there could be this kind of like a lot of options type of energy with the 7 of Cups. There could be this illusion of the grass is greener on the other side. There could also be here, what if this, what if that, someone getting caught up in their head, or maybe even in their heart. Okay, with the 7 of Cups, there's a lot of options, or the illusion of options. Well, if I choose this, what if this? What if that? What if the other? What if this? What if that? So I'm taking here the 7 of Cups as like that what if energy, kind of circling around something over and over again, and causing, again, that may be someone's pattern here. Maybe your pattern, maybe your partner's pattern here. All right, let's see what else is coming through. The positive mindset that needs to be kept in mind as either a daily affirmation here within the month of April, or as a daily reminder. I am enough. Remember that I just mentioned a little while ago self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. And there may be a long history here with either you, Libra, or your partner, where there's been a long history of a personal struggle. Okay? A personal history here of maybe situations that have happened in the past or recent past that are creating the shadow, that are following either you or this person. And it's coming across as a bad habit. It's like a default, the MO. Okay? And in order to change this, someone has to feel like, I want to change this, not for the other person, but for themselves. I want to change that behavior. I want to change that habit. I want to change that lack of consistency, or that lack of being patient, or, getting into an argument, or, doing this kind of like, well, fine, now I'm not going to talk to you for 2 weeks or 3 days. You know what I mean? Like that cold shoulder type of energy. Whatever it is, it's something that's not very positive. So I am enough here, or we are enough, could be either way, is the mindset here that is coming through for the both of you in the month of April. Whether you realizing that you either A, need to take a stand and stand up for yourself because you are either being strung along, or something is not clear, and maybe even in the conversation or in the communication something is said but is not followed through. So some of you may be like, hey, listen, I'm enough. I don't need to deal with that type of energy or that type of habit time and time again. Or some of you may say, you know what, I want to work on that. Not because I have to, but because I want to. So that's what I'm picking up here, Libra, for you and your partner. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If these messages have resonated for you, then feel free to drop a rose in the comment section. Up next, we have Scorpio. Scorpio is coming up next. But first, I do want to say thank you to all of you who are giving me a thumbs up in this reading as we're doing this live. I want to say thank you for your love, your loyalty, and your support to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to take a look at your March readings as well as your April readings. Those are there for you. And if you are single, then take a look at the singles reading. If you're just passing by like, oh, Lexa Tarot's live, let me stop by and just say hello. And you're single, just want to let you know the singles readings are up, okay? That being said, up next, we're going to have Scorpio. I do want to mention who's coming up after Scorpio. We have Scorpio, followed by Sagittarius, followed by Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, okay? So we have a couple, a bit more time to go before we close the reading here or this live. That being said, let's jump to the next astrological sign, and that is Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Scorpio in other placements on your astrological natal chart, focusing on love, connections, marriage, relationships, partnerships, things of that nature, anything connected to love and relationships. And those areas, Scorpio, are as follows. If you are a Scorpio in your Venus, or a Scorpio in your Juno, or a Scorpio in your 5th house, or a Scorpio in your 7th house on your astrological natal chart, well, guess what, Scorpio? This message is also for you. And if you want to maximize the messages here, and you know your partner's placements on their astrological natal chart, especially their Venus, then take a look at the other placements here or at other astrological signs here for this couple reading. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a 2nd degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. Scorpio, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the possible energy of your connection as a couple in April. And there is bouquet being recognized here, or you recognizing your partner recognizing you. Bouquet, there could be here some sort of celebration. There could be, someone literally focusing on gifting, flowers here. Okay. There could be giving flowers, meaning recognition. Okay. Uh, Giving compliments. So there could be here this energy between the both of you. There could be something being celebrated here, whether it's a milestone, whether it's a celebration, an anniversary, a birthday, or a milestone, or just like I said, just kind of like a gesture of romance here in the connection. But bouquet is very, very positive. That it has a very positive energy here, okay, in regards to this card. Now, what I'm also getting here is that there could be a recognition, not so much coming from your partner or you to your partner, but there could be some outside recognitions. There could be something maybe happening in the workplace. Maybe there's something here where you are individually recognized here, Scorpio, or your partner is being individually recognized here. What I'm also getting here in regards to this energy for April is that there could be like a special date night, or a special kind of touch, or a touch of romance, or some type of love language here being shown, being shared, or blossoming between the both of you. So the bouquet is a very positive card here. Now, let's go to the rest of the reading. Now, remember, bouquet could be a recognition of love, but also the bouquet could be someone extending an apology here. Okay, so there could be like, listen, I'm sorry about what I said, and here are some flowers, or, something of that nature. Okay, or some type of act of kindness here. Okay, so there could be here, and again, this is a general reading. So for some of you, it's like your partner or even you extending some sort of apology here, and kind of like showcasing your love language, whether it's buying your significant other their favorite fill in the blank as a kind of like gesture of trying to reconcile or bring something back to, or fix something here. Okay. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming through. The possible energy of your connection as a couple. That card right there wants to pop out for sure. Ooh, and there too. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to flip this, benefit of the doubt, and we are, oh, there's way too many. So it was this one that needed to come out, benefit of the doubt, which makes sense because that's exactly what I was talking about, especially for those of you who are looking at this reading from a standpoint of if there may be possibly something unfolding here in April where, you're giving your significant other a benefit of the doubt, or they're giving you the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so there's a sense of like I was telling you here, there's a sense of like giving flowers or gifting something as a sense of an apology or some type of reconciliation. It says here, the benefit of the doubt, give your relationship a chance. There may be some extra efforts being placed in the month of April here, Scorpio. Okay, maybe some extra gestures happening here, intentionally being placed, so as to fix, repair, or slowly rebuild the bond or the disconnect here that has either been felt due to the Mercury in retrograde in February and in March, or perhaps something here within the connection that may come up in the month of April. So the benefit of the doubt is this energy of like, well, let's give it another chance. Let's give it another try, or give me another chance, or give me another opportunity to mend this, to fix this. Okay, that could be on your end, Scorpio, or on your partner's end. Very interesting how that came out in the reading here, because I was supposed to like flip it in what came through before, but that's not where it flipped. So talk about validation confirmation here. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming through here in regards to the possible energy of your connection as a couple in April. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through here. Don't forget, Scorpio, to drop a rose in the comment section. That lets me know that these messages have resonated for you. And to give me a thumbs up and let me know if you are enjoying these readings. Look at that, the Death card in Tarot. By the way, that's your energy right there, Scorpio. That's your energy, Scorpio, with the Eight of Cups. There's an emotion. There could be something here, a little bit of trouble in paradise here, okay, for the month of April. Now listen closely. Remember the bouquet. For some of you, this is, like I said, being very intentional on the romance, being very intentional in showing your partner or your partner showing you that you are appreciated. But, or the however, at what cost of this? Was or could this bouquet, these flowers, this showering of devotion and romance be because something may be coming to an end and there may be some type of love bombing here? Or is there here an a possible argument, disagreement here that may be coming through in the month of April? Okay, so this is a general reading here, so take what resonates. So the bouquet is a positive gesture. It is a positive card. But then we have benefit of the doubt, the Death card in Tarot, which is about the ending of something or the ending of a cycle or the transition of something. And the Eight of Cups, which is the emotional disengagement to something or someone here. So the benefit of the Tao is coming across, especially here with this bouquet. The context energetically in this reading is that there may be a possible disagreement, discord here, tension, challenge, where someone may be very emotionally out of the connection. They're checking out emotionally. So much so that they may be looking at a new horizon here. For others, this may be temporary, but for some of you, it may be not temporary because of this Death card in Tarot. The Death card in Tarot is the ending of the cycle. A deep change here has occurred or may occur in the month of April. And that deep change may be emotional. Someone's heart, someone's feelings, someone may emotionally be disengaging or disconnecting themselves from either this connection or leaving behind the potential of growth. Now, the Death card, which is your card in Tarot here, Scorpio, is also here transformation. The transformation that either needs to occur, and someone may potentially here give the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, well, let's give it another shot. But I do feel if someone is like, yeah, let's give it another shot just to see, they are still doing it just to say. They're like coasting it, or they're not really truly feeling emotionally invested in that, giving it a chance. It's coming across as more superficial. Like, let me just say that so that there is this superficial kind of like, energy of me giving the benefit of the doubt, but there's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And maybe even here with the Eight of Cups, the heart or their emotions may be elsewhere. Okay. Now, this situation, circumstance, or event could be within your connection here, Scorpio, or this could be an outside factor, an external situation, circumstance, event, or person that may be bringing this energy individually either to you, Scorpio, or to your partner. But it's coming out in this reading because it influences or it impacts both of you. There could be here the second chance of someone saying, you know what, I do need to end that habit, that thinking, that, this, that, and the other. There's a lot of emotions behind it. I do need to turn a new leaf. Let me emotionally disengage from that bad situation, circumstance, event, or that toxic bad habit, or self-sabotaging habit, or long history of whatever that may be. And let me turn over a new leaf. And, someone recognizing that, apologizing for that, and someone else saying, all right, well, let's see. But I do feel, and interesting, I channeled the word fear. Someone fears to be alone here. There's a feeling of abandonment, or a fear of intimacy. So there could be some codependent energies at play here. Okay? Could be a runner-chaser dynamic. Something here may be out of your control, Scorpio, or out of your partner's control. There could be the natural course of something coming to an end, whatever that something may be. But the Eight of Cups here is that transition. It's that I'm emotionally disengaging from the toxic or the environment where I feel that something has come to an end or may be coming to an end. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up here. That being said, let's take a look at the positive mindset to keep in mind in regards to the month of April in either your connection, or if there is some type of pulling of the energy here in either direction. Because there's a feeling here of uncertainty. There's a feeling here of I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure about something here. Maybe because, like I said, there's a natural course happening here, or something is out of the control of the connection. So maybe fate stepping in. Or we trust in ourselves to make the right choices, you see? This connection here, or this energy, there could be this energy being at the fork of the road in some situation, circumstance, or event, and something here, or something that pops up. But we trust in ourselves to make the right decision. And if we're looking at this from the angle of, one person here or individual energies, it says, I trust myself to make the right decisions. There may be a decision that may be made here due to this natural course, or this energy that something is beyond the control of either you, Scorpio, or your partner. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Up next, we have Sagittarius. But before I jump into Sagittarius reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the thumbs up, and thank you for the support. We're jumping into the next reading here, and that's going to be Sagittarius. But before I do, don't forget to take a look at your monthly readings. Those are in the monthly playlist. And also take a look at the bonus playlist, where you have extra messages there, all free, all for you to take a look at. That being said, intuitive friends, up next, we have Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, or whether you are a Sagittarius in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, marriage, relationships, partnerships, and those areas are as follows. If you are a Sagittarius in your Venus, or a Sagittarius in your Juno, or a Sagittarius in your 5th or 7th houses, then these messages are also for you. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below. All right, Sagittarius, let's take a look here at the possible energy of your connection as a couple in the month of April. Okay, I know it's been a very heavy February and March, but let's see the positive shift that may be coming up here for the both of you. You have sickle, the breaking down of something, the disconnecting here. Look at that. The locket is right behind. The sickle here is the swift action. Okay, it's the swift cutting of something, or feeling like there could be here a physical, emotional, or mental separation here. Now, this could be within your connection, or this could be something from the outside, a swift change that creates some type of disconnect within yourself, Sagittarius, or within your partner. And I'm talking about individually. So this could be career related, schedule related, money related, family related. So there could be outside forces impacting here. There could be a quick decision, or something said very quickly, or not thought of enough to create a moment where you can fix something at the moment. So maybe someone's saying something out of anger, maybe someone's saying something because they're feeling triggered, maybe something being said here spontaneously, but it's coming across as it has perhaps a negative connotation, or it's done with a sense of like anger, frustration. Okay, there could be kind of like that last straw on someone's, like they say, like the last straw on the camel's back, right? So it could be that one thing that tips this energy here. Again, it could be external, so family, friends, schedules, money, okay, outside forces, but it could very well be here, Sagittarius, internal forces within the connection, meaning you and your partner. All right. So whether you have been experiencing in the past or recent past, and may be continuing to possibly experience here in April, or whether this is a new energy that's coming up, there may be a feeling here of either an emotional, physical, or energetic separation because of something not thought of through, like someone kind of like a knee-jerk reaction. Okay, because sickle is something that changes very quickly. Okay, it's not planned. It's this kind of like someone says the wrong thing, does the wrong thing, misinterprets something, assumes something right away. Okay, gets caught up in their self-sabotaging thought or limited belief very quickly, and moves with that energy very quickly, makes a decision based on that illusion or that perspective very quickly also. Ooh, look at that. You have physical connection, and another card that popped up. By the way, you have three cards here that popped up. Physical connection, the sacred union of bodies, two becoming one. Okay, so maybe there's been a little bit of that physical distance, or that there may be here a physical distance here. You can shift this around, obviously, because at the end of the day, you have the power to shift whatever you want to shift in your connection. For some of you in April, there may be wanting to or desiring more of a physical connection, because something has been feeling a little bit disconnected, or may feel a little bit disconnected in April. So there could be the love language of physical touch here, either being absent or happening or dwindling a little bit, little by little. And so someone here saying, hey, I need that love language to be increased here in our connection. You have here divine timing. It says here a serendipitous event. There could be a serendipitous event happening through with the sickle, like I said, something not planned, something said very quickly, not thought through, or something done very quickly and not thought about through all the way. And it bringing to the surface something that either needs to be discussed or something here that needs to be taken a look at. What I feel here is like an action or reaction that needs some sort of change. And there may be here a serendipitous event, situation, circumstance, or an instance here where that is being shown in the month of April. And it's like, hey, we need to catch this in the nick of time here. Something needs to change quickly. Okay? Because that's the sickle is the quickness of something. I'm also getting here, it says the manifesting the one. Okay. Manifesting the one. I do want to say this, which is interesting. There could be some health situations. Okay. Now listen carefully because again, this is for entertainment purposes only, but I need to say the following. There could be a very quick change here, especially, and I'm going to say this again, especially if there's like a family member whose health is not doing very well, or an illness family member or someone who's like not doing well, and I'm getting like family that can turn, something can turn here in April. Okay, they could get from being okay to not being as okay, but there's like a switch being flipped here. So there could be a situation, circumstance, or event with a family member or with work. 1 minute someone's employed, the next minute someone is fired. 1 minute the person is employed, the next minute hours are being cut. 1 minute someone is healthy, the next minute they go to the doctor and maybe that's not the case, or more kind of health tests need to be done in something here. Okay, so it could be, like I said, those outside factors chiming in here in April. But whatever it is, I do feel that you both have the love and the connection here within this connection to try to move past it. And especially here with this serendipitous event, because it's feeling here for some of you, and again, this is a general reading, but it's feeling here energetically for some of you that is something external. Something quickly changes externally and may, in a way, shift the dynamics here a little bit. And there's this sense of support, physical touch, feeling supportive, you to your partner or your partner to you. Okay. So the sickle, again, general reading here, but it could come across in different ways. So, allow yourself to resonate with the things that resonate with you. And if it doesn't, let it go. Of course, this is for April. We're still in March. So, this is something that could potentially unfold here for the both of you. All right, let's keep going here, Sagittarius, for you and your partner. The possible energy of your connection as a couple in April. Okay, possible energy, King of Swords with the 10 of Cups. Someone here really taking a look at the situation with the sickle, whether that is within your connection or an external force, okay, influencing your connection. But this King of Swords is not allowing themselves to be swayed by their emotions. It's not that they don't care. It's that they're trying to hold themselves in this steady energy and not allow the emotions to overflow to the point that they're losing their cool, or that they're losing kind of the footing here of thinking about something rationally. So although something may occur possibly here very quickly in the month of April, there's this calm, cool, collective energy. And there's this feeling of having emotions in check so that whatever intelligent, balanced decisions need to be made mutually by you, Sagittarius, and your partner, or individually, so that you can support the person who may be your partner or the other person, some external situation, so that you can clearly, you, Sagittarius, or you, meaning your partner, can clearly see something for what it is and be the rock or the support for the other person in this sickle energy that may be unfolding in April. So the King of Swords energy here coming across as seemingly being very much emotionally detached, but being very honest and direct, and being very clearly focused, or allowing the intelligence, to trump their emotions here. Okay. So it's like, let's focus on the resolution. How can we best figure something out quickly here? How can we resolve, fix, repair whatever this sickle energy is, being, showcased here or at the forefront in April? Because at the end of the day, what's important to both of you here is that you've really worked hard to manifest this connection between the both of you. Okay. And the serendipitous event may be pulling both of you closer. If it's not physically, it may be pulling you closer in regards to bonding with each other. Now, remember, the 10 of Cups is an emotional harmony. So something coming back into harmony or coming back into the flow. Tens are all about completion. So it could be this happily ever after energy or decision that is made here. Okay. On how to resolve or bring back into balance this sickle energy. Whether it is complete fulfillment that is being felt or emotional harmony, tens are about completion. So there's a sense of success or achievement here that at the end of the day, both of you working together can really connect even deeper. So it feels like the sickle could be a test here. Okay. It could be like a test in the connection and in the relationship. It's the test on how both of you can communicate effectively, how both of you can pivot from getting out of having an emotional argument to a logical, rational, analytical clearing of the air with honesty, with integrity, because both of you are emotionally committed to this connection, and to this partnership. Now, here manifesting the one, it says very soon your true love, or there's going to be a deeper bond here of true love in this connection. Now, last but not least, let's take a look here at the mindset, the positive mindset to keep in mind in the month of April within your connection here, Sagittarius. Possible mindset here as either a daily affirmation or a monthly reminder. And it says, we deserve to be treated with love and respect. Remember that I said at the top of the reading that the sickle is something that happens very quickly, so quickly that it's like, oops, I made a mistake. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. Oops, I should not have made that decision at that moment in time, because it's something that happens very quick. So there could be here that sickle moment, that quick speed of change in something, whether it's external or internal, bringing to light here something that it's like, hey, wait, you know what? We need to really chat about something here, because there's a lot of love in this connection. We really care about each other. We've been hoping, wishing, praying for this type of manifestation and love to occur. And we want to keep it that way. So we need to really take a look at what this sickle moment, unexpected shift or change, that is revealing within our connections so that we can pivot and continue to grow and to bond with each other. That being said, Sagittarius, that's what I'm picking up here in regards to the energy for April. I hope these messages have been insightful. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Let me know how these messages are resonating with you by dropping a rose in the comment section. That being said, intuitive friends, I'll see you next time. Up next, we have Capricorn. But before we jump into Capricorn's reading, I do want to say thank you to those of you who are giving me the thumbs up and saying, you are being supportive of the channel, of this reading, and of course of the beautiful exchange that's happening here on our channel. Whether it's the content, whether it's the lives, whether it's the playlist energy that, we have a lot of things going on in the playlist. So take a look at that. But thank you so much for believing in not only the channel, but also, being here with me as well. So thank you so much for believing in what we do here in the channel. All right. That being said, intuitive friends, up next, we have Capricorn. Capricorn, you are up next. Now, for those of you who are watching live, we have Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. Okay, so we're almost coming down the finish line here. That being said, hello, Capricorn, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whether you are a Capricorn and other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, marriage, partnerships, and relationships. And those areas are as follows. If you are a Capricorn in your Venus, a Capricorn in your Juno, a Capricorn in your 5th house, or a Capricorn in your 7th house, it could be one of those 4 or 5 that I just mentioned, then these messages are also for you. Now, if you want to maximize this reading, I would advise you to take a look also at your partner's astrological sign if you are aware of their placements, okay? Not just their sun sign. Remember, as I always mention, sun sign is only one area of the astrological natal chart. You may want to, if you know their Venus, that's a good place to start also. That being said, Capricorn, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a 2nd degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below. All right, Capricorn, let's take a look at the possible energy of your connection as a couple in April. Okay, so let's take a look here at the energy for the both of you here. And you both have the crossroads, okay? Now, the crossroad, by the way, you have the number 22 here. So angel number 22, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. 4 is about stability, and 2s are about the duality, okay, the polarity here. So you, Capricorn, and your partner may have a lot of similarities, okay? There could be a lot of things here that really make this connection connect, grow, and flow. But there could also be differences in the connection that at times could seem like we're polar opposites. And polarity is actually a positive thing because Capricorn, what you may not be very strong in, your partner may be very strong at. And what you may be very strong at, your partner may not be. So there is that kind of duality, that yin-yang energy that creates this synergy within the connection where you complement each other, okay? Maybe not 100% of the time agreeing with everything, but at the very least, agreeing at the core of something. That being said, Capricorn, April may bring about either a situation, circumstance, or event, or a conversation, or a selection and option of taking a look at something, because both of you, or maybe one of you, may be at the crossroads in regards to something. Now, this something could be external situation, circumstance, events. It could be family. It could be work. It could be money. It could be the flow of something. It could even be like, I'm getting, for whatever reason, I'm getting like house repairs or home improvements, okay? And kind of like, should we go in this direction or should we go in that direction in regards to something here? And for some reason, I'm getting home improvements here. Home could actually be your physical home, or it could be the heart of the home. So something that is very valuable connected to whether this is apartment or whether this is a house. There's something about residence here. It could also be at the core of a family situation, disagreement, or kind of like, both of you talking to each other about something happening externally from your connection. So maybe one of you or both of you at a crossroads of something, again, maybe collectively as a couple or individually, and you coming together, having that conversation. Well, what should we do in this situation, circumstance, or event? Okay, so feeling like there is some sense of decision here, or choices, or which direction we should go towards. Should we go left? Should we go right? Should we stay put? But that's the energy that I'm picking up here. Okay, now let's take a look at what else is coming through in regards to the possible energy here. Possible energy of your connection as a couple in April. Ooh, something flipped over. Many things flipped over. So you have here the love language of physical touch. A tender touch means so much. Okay, so that may be here a situation, circumstance, or event, or maybe could be at the heart of the connection. Okay, kind of like how to make sure that that is being felt or seen or expressed more. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So there's a lot of love and connection here between the both of you. So whatever this crossroad may be, whether external situations, circumstances, or events, or internal, kind of like within your connection, or individually within connection, there's a lot of love in this connection here in regards to kind of coming together, or at the very least trying to come to a compromise or resolution together in regards to this decision, selection, or feeling like you're being torn into different directions here. Freedom says healthy space and room to breathe. And there may be here this kind of energy within the connection here, Capricorn, with you and your significant other, where, things may get a little tense. And you may say, okay, you may be kind of caught in one mentality or one frame of thought, your partner caught in another mentality or a different perspective or way of thinking, and both of you saying, you know what, we're kind of in a position where we're kind of like, we don't know which way to go. Let's give this topic or this decision, this choice, or whatever this may be, let's step back from it for a minute, okay, so that we can see something a little bit clearer. This stepping back, and I'm getting this, I'm hearing knowledge. The stepping back could be either one of you or both of you, gathering more information, more knowledge, researching something more so that you could understand the pros and the cons. Because crossroad, although that's what it says there, I am getting kind of like the power of two, okay? Balancing. What are the pros? What are the cons of this, that, or the other? And maybe both of you putting a pause on something here while you gather that information, or while you kind of do that search or research. So freedom is coming across here as, let's take a step back and let's kind of reconvene at a later time. Now we have here love language, gift giving. Tokens of reciprocity holds cherished memories. Okay, so there could be, again, this back and forth reciprocity, listening to each other, mutually respecting each other's side of a perspective. Also coming through here for you. All right, for the both of you. So yeah, very, very interesting. It's coming across very positively. I mean, listen, this card, the crossroad, is a neutral card. So it all depends the context of how you're going to move through this. And here in this energy, it's all about kind of looking at the positive part of it, or how can we resolve it together, or what can we, do together as a couple. Okay. So let's take a look here at what else is coming through. You have here, look at that, the Two of Pentacles. Again, I'm telling you, I'm getting that there is this kind of juggling of something here in the month of April, whether it's juggling a decision, an option, or choice, or whether it's juggling on the pros and cons of something that's at the core of your relationship. Remember, or your connection, your marriage, your partnership. Remember that I said at the top of the reading that I was getting like home improvement. And what's interesting is that in this deck right over here, the one I'm pointing towards right here, in the deck, the home, and I'm actually going to show it to you because I'm being called that that's part of this reading here, that the home or the house in this deck is the heart of the home, the stability of the home, the root foundation of the home. So this could be family. It could be kids. It could be, extended family. But there's something here about making a decision about something or research something. For some of you, like I said at the top of the reading, is like home improvement. Or maybe the home improvement, whether it's an apartment or a house, could be like, how can we improve the core foundation of our unity in the home? So that could also be symbolic. But the Two of Pentacles with the Tower, and the Knight of Pentacles, the Tower is a moment of something coming unexpectedly. So there could be here a decision, or again, it's coming across like something that moves very quickly, a sudden change, a sudden discussion, a sudden revelation. It could be external or internal in the connection. Two of Pentacles, it could be a swift situation connecting to the juggling of fill in the blank. It could be a career, work, money. It could be something of an investment in something. Should we invest? Should we not invest in this, whatever foundation is here? Whether it's career related, finance related, home improvement related, or whether it be external family, friends, children. So maybe even the thing is not even having to do with the both of you, but it depends on the both of you, because it may be impacting, the finances here as a whole, as a unit. So the Two of Pentacles, it could also be a choice, like I said, with the crossroads. Are we going left? Are we going right? Or what are the pros? What are the cons? Should we help? Should we not? Should we take a step back? Should we, it's not our problem. Let's let them resolve it. If it's something external, okay? Or something that has nothing to do with the both of you, but it may bring you into the situation, okay? But the Two of Pentacles is looking at those pros and the cons in regards to something that may happen very quickly. All right. Tower moments are, well, the Tower is ruled by Mars. Mars is fire energy. Okay. So making sure that whatever this is, there's a sense of reevaluating something. So remember about that freedom. I was picking up like taking a step back. Taking a step back and seeing something clearly, because the Tower could be a revelation or a discovery of something that either you didn't know or that both of you didn't know about something from the external. Okay, there could be a quick turnaround here in something. But the Two of Pentacles is showing that both of you are going to work together as a couple, as a unit, in whatever this is. Okay, remember, you have true love here, and you also have physical touch and different love languages coming through. Let's take a look at the positive mindset to keep in mind in your couples connection here as a daily affirmation in the month of April or as a daily reminder. And you have here, we are powerful. You see, I told you this is like a power couple type of energy here. So whatever this may be about, whatever this tower moment is potentially here in this April energy, Capricorn, between you and your partner, it could be external or it could be internal, but both of you are going to resolve and compromise and start looking at how can we continue to strengthen the powerful connection and relationship we have, and how can we compromise, Two of Pentacles, compromise, look at the pros and cons of something, how can we balance something off, crossroad, what decisions do we need to make, what are some possible ways to move around and find resolution or solution in this tower moment or sudden change or action here. So you working together as a powerful power couple. All right, so there you go, supporting each other along the way. Very beautiful reading here, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section if these messages have been insightful. And remember to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Show me that you are interested in these couple readings by giving me those thumbs up. Up next, we have Aquarius. But first, intuitive friends, I want to thank each and every one of you who are here, who are taking your time to join me, to give me a thumbs up, to support the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Remember, intuitive friends, to take a look at your monthly readings. And guess what? You have two. You have your March readings, and you also have your April readings already, which I did as a live yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I don't know. But I definitely did it recently. So you could take a look at the monthly readings in the monthly rate playlist. If you are single and you're just joining just because you want to just give me that thumbs up and you want to support the channel, but if you're single, take a look at the singles reading, okay? So it's also in the playlist. Now the singles reading, I did it from March 15th all the way through April 15th. So you have that kind of March, April dynamic there, or at least until mid-April, okay? That being said, intuitive friends, the last two signs that I'm going to be channeling are Aquarius and Pisces, okay? So if you are in Aquarius and Pisces, stay tuned, because up next we have Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are an Aquarius star, I don't know where that came from, star, okay, the star card in tarot is ruled by you, Aquarius. So talk about serendipitous, okay, we'll see what that's all about. But whether you are in Aquarius in your sun, moon, or rising, or whether you are in Aquarius in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, partnerships, marriage, or a relationship, and those areas are as follows. If you are in Aquarius in your Venus, or if you are in Aquarius in your Juno, or if you are in Aquarius in your 5th or 7th houses, then these messages, Aquarius, are also for you. Now, if you want to maximize this reading, also take a look at your partner's astrological sign and other placements that they may have on their astrological natal chart. And those areas could also, and if I were you, I would also take a look at their Venus, okay? So their Venus sign as well. All right, that being said, Aquarius, let's take a look here at the possible energy of your connection as a couple in April. Okay, so this is all about the energy in April. So let's see what's coming through here. You have here, wow, interesting bouquet. What's right behind it? The garden. Okay, there could be a public acknowledgement here in some way, shape, or form, whether this is from Externally, meaning you, Aquarius, may be getting flowers or recognition or celebrating something at work or with some type of external situation, circumstance, or event, or your partner having some type of external celebration, work, something, someone being recognized here by their exemplary type of energy. Now, what's interesting is, remember that at the top of the reading, I said star. It just came through. I just channeled the word star. And there could be someone being in the spotlight here. Okay. This could be in the spotlight due to work, due to their achievements, to their recognition of something, someone being recognized in regards to something. This could be individually and or this could be mutually. Okay, there could be some sense of celebration here, or someone trying to make amends in something here, whether this is you, Aquarius, or whether it's your partner. So there's this kind of energy of trying to kind of mend the fences here. Okay, some type of reconciliation type of energy I'm picking up here, or kind of like, here's a bouquet, here are the flowers, or like literally flowers, or apologizing, or trying to I would say just be careful that if it's not like some type of like love bombing, right, where there is something that it has been felt as a disconnect in the connection, and someone trying to kind of be overly romantic or overly not themselves, because there may be a shift here that has been felt maybe in February or in March. So this bouquet could be that sense of, hey, let's fix, mend, repair this, or hey, I know we've been going through a rough patch lately, and so this may be means of kind of trying to reset something here in the connection. Okay, for others of you, again, like I said, this is a general reading. For others of you, there's this energy of celebratory, celebration, being recognized in regards to something. So let's see what comes through in this reading. Let's get more details here for the both of you. The possible energy of your connection as a couple, you have here flirt. Okay, you have flirt and spirit soul path. Yeah, there could be this kind of, let's amp up the romance in the connection. Okay, maybe because that Mercury retrograde was a little heavy. Remember, February and March, Mercury retrograde was happening, and is still happening, because even though it ends on March 20th, and I'm doing this reading on March 20th, it's still going to be in its shadow period. So it still includes those last 2 weeks in March. So there could be this sense of reconciling. There could be the kind of like focusing again in the connection, the partnership, the chemistry. How can we get back to what we were or how we felt before? Okay. It says extend your lighthearted energy to others. Okay. This could also be the extension like of that as well. Okay. So meaning, remember that I said here, for some of you, this is external. So it could be your job, finances, something going really, really good in your individual life apart from each other. And then it says extend your light-hearted energy then to each other. So whatever this positivity is at work, family, finances, what's happy success for one person could be happy success for the partner as well, because there's this kind of like, we help each other, we support each other. So one person's glow up could be the glow up here for the both of you. And that could be here coming through for the month of April. Let's see what else is coming through here, Aquarius, in regards to the possible energy of your connection as a couple in April. And you have here the Six of Wands energy. Like I said, there could be a spotlight. And remember that I said star at the top of the reading, and star is about spotlight. It's about a desire, a wish, or a dream coming forward. The Six of Wands energy is someone being at the public eye, or a spotlight happening. And remember that the Star card is also very much having to do with healing and apology. Now, I said that without, again, I just channeled that when I was saying here at the introduction here for your sign, Aquarius. So there could be here some sense of a desire, a wish fulfilled, and the Six of Wands here, feeling the sense of achievement in something. Okay, so Six of Wands, the spotlight, public appearance, other people recognizing the glow up here, the celebration, victory, the success of something. It could be the success externally or the success internally. And there we have it. The Three of Cups, reconciliation or reunion or a celebration. Does it sound familiar? Because that's exactly what I was talking about at the top of the reading. That came very clearly with me saying star, again, channeling that, and with the bouquet. So listen carefully. For some of you, as I said at the top of the reading, celebration, a milestone, okay? This could be celebration. This could be a milestone. This could be being recognized for something at work. It could be a raise. It could be a recognition. It could be an award. It could be a client, giving you your accolades, okay? Or being commended for something in work, finances, family, some external thing. Or this could be internal. Like I said, with the bouquet at the top of the reading, I said this could be the energy that has been felt in the connection from that Mercury retrograde, and apologizing with the bouquet, apologizing, healing something within the connection that hasn't been felt quite right since maybe February and March, and trying to course correct it here in the month of April, because Three of Cups is celebration, like I said, and Three of Cups is the energy of reconciliation or reunion. So there you go. Same message that I was picking up at the top of the reading with the bouquet, and same message here with the Six of Wands. So Six of Wands here, other people viewing something very positive here, giving you your accolades as a couple, or a milestone being made here. Okay, so maybe there's a shift here in something, a very positive milestone, whether it's the healing of the connection through an apology or through healing, or whether there's a celebration here of some sorts. Now, let's take a look here at the positive mindset to keep in mind in April as either a daily affirmation or as a daily reminder here within your connection. And let's see what's coming through here. I trust in myself to make the right choices, or we trust in ourselves to make the right choices. So again, I feel, like I said, someone here choosing to fix, repair, or, kind of bring to light, oh, no, like, because something has been feeling a little bit out of sorts with the Three of Cups, like I said, reconciliation or reunion, trying to mend or fix something here, or celebrating something here. Okay, so very, very beautiful energy all around, making the right decisions both for yourselves individually and together as partners. Aquarius, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. That lets me know that these messages resonated for you. Up next, we have Pisces. But before I jump into Pisces readings here, intuitive friends, I want to say thank you for those of you who have subscribed to the channel during this live stream, and for those of you who have given a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate the support. Don't forget, intuitive friends, to take a look at your March monthly readings, which is a pick a card reading, but also to take a look at your April readings. Okay, April readings are already done for all the signs. So take a look at that positive shift reading in April that I channeled for all of you. All right, intuitive friends, let's keep going with our last and final astrological sign of Pisces. And as soon as I'm done with this reading, I'm going to place the important timestamps of this reading so that if you missed something or other placements on your astrological natal chart, you can come and take a look a lot easier. It's easier to find, okay? That being said, we have Pisces. Hi, Pisces, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Pisces sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Pisces in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, partnerships, marriage, relationships, partnerships, all that love. Well, those placements are as follows. If you are a Pisces in your Venus, or a Pisces in your Juno, or a Pisces in your 5th house on your astrological natal chart, or a Pisces in your 7th house in your astrological natal chart, then these messages are also for you with that flash of light that did not happen behind the scenes, but for whatever reason, it's happening in front here. I always say that's always like my guides kind of saying hello there. That being said, Pisces, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a 2nd degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if these messages resonate for you, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. Now, if you're interested in learning more about me, just look down below. The not timestamps. It's been a long reading. So much so that the candle finished here. You will find my you have the writer as a couple. Okay, you have my links down below, and let's jump straight into the reading. Okay, let's jump straight into this reading. I don't have another candle handy here. All right, so we'll just place this aside. All right, Pisces, this energy that's coming through in regards to the possible energy of your connection as a couple in April is coming across as follows. The Rider, and again, this is an oracle deck. This is the Lenormand deck. The Rider has a very positive energy in the reading, okay? So so it could go either or. Either you may have a very good news coming in your direction in April, or your partner may have a good news coming in April, or both of you may have some good news coming to the both of you in April. Now, it could be news, message. It could be things moving in a more positive improvement. There could be a deeper positive development happening here within the connection. The Rider is, where are both of you headed? Where are both of you moving towards? Something having to do with your connection, okay, or your relationship. There may be talks about this. There may be thoughts about this. This may be feeling like, okay, how are certain things moving within our connection, or how can we make a better, more positive change or more positive move in regards to our connection and our partnership. So the Rider is coming across as either, where are you both headed in a positive direction? What are some things that you are talking about, doing, planning? Because there's this kind of like future energy here. It's not just thinking about the now. It's like, what are we doing now that's going to benefit our connection for the near future? Or what are the things that we need to look at now so that we can continue to improve in our connection, or improve in our partnership, or have our love grow? Where are we moving towards, or what is our next step or milestone? This could also be, what are you preparing for? How are you preparing for the next step, the next milestone, or the next chapter in your life? So there's this energy that I'm picking up here, Pisces, that is very much connected to like future, whether it's that you are individually thinking or reminiscing about a future, or whether your partner is thinking or reminiscing about their future, but it impacts both of you. So that's why it's here. Because this energy, even if it's happening quietly and individually behind your mind or your partner's mind, this is saying that there's a long-lasting impression of whatever this is. This is going to affect both of you. And like I said, the Rider is a positive card. It's as if, and I'm not saying that it is, okay, because this is an oracle deck, but it's giving kind of like both of you looking at what new moves, what new opportunities, what are we preparing for so that we can take the proper measurements now to prepare for the next step or prepare for the future. Again, whether that be individually or together. Oh, that was a very big peekaboo, but I didn't get to see. It flipped over very quickly, so I didn't get to see what that was about. All right, let's see what else is coming through here as. All right. Release your ex. Now, this doesn't have to necessarily talk about an ex, but this could be talking about a long history of something. So, in April, like I said, there could be the potential energy of something in the back of your mind saying, you know what? We have had as a couple, now this, if it's a brand new energy, I'm going to channel messages for if you're recently in this connection, like let's say from just started to maybe 6 to 7 months. That's still a little early in the relationship. Okay. I know it may not sound that way, right? Because you're like 6, 7 months is not early, but you're still in the honeymoon phase of the relationship. So I'm going to talk to those of you who are in the early stages, and I'm going to talk to others of you who are or have been in this connection for a very long time. Okay. So first, I'm going to talk about those of you that just started this connection between recently to the past 7 months, okay, or 6 months. Release your ex. There may be some type of connection from the past or recent past that either you've been thinking about or your partner has been thinking about, okay? There may be some connections to exes, especially if there are children involved with other exes or with an ex, all right? Or if there is some type of situation, circumstance, or an event that has nothing to do with you, Pisces, but everything having to do with your partner, but it includes you because you're now in this connection. So there could be something surfacing or resurfacing on the end of your partner, which may be creating a little bit of a hiccup here where it may present itself as both of you having to talk about something and plan something and how to pivot this energy if this is on the side of your partner. Now, this could also be you if you are just starting this connection. It could be something happening on your end that has nothing to do with your partner, but it again may influence the connection. So this could be job, work, money, school, family, whatever that is. Okay. And you needing to take a look at that situation or long struggle and have a conversation with your partner and say, well, looking at this dynamic that I'm dealing with, let's talk about how that may impact our relationship in the long run. So it could go again individually here, vice versa. All right. Whether it's a person from the past, a situation, a long struggle, or a history of something. Now, for those of you who have been in your connection for quite some time, maybe you may have felt that February and March have been difficult. It's been a struggle because of that Mercury in retrograde and a lot of shifts, planetary shifts that happen in February and March. And there may be here this sense or this feeling like I feel very drained. And so, or both of you feel very drained in the connection. But April is saying it's time to clear this energy. How you can clear this energy could be having conversations. Remember, I said that the Rider is about messages. It could be about communication, talking something through, finding out ways to make something better. So, talking about solutions, resolutions, or compromise. so that this energy that may have been felt here, Pisces, in the past or recent past, especially February and March, start clearing up for April and beyond. Okay? Because remember that the rider is saying, where are we headed? Where is this relationship headed? Where are emotions headed? What are we preparing for? How can we create an improvement or a progress within our relationship? What do we need to do because we have felt a little bit drained or have felt a little bit heavy, or there may be a situation in the month of April that highlights this heavy energy, and that you kind of both are like, well, let's take a look at the positive ways that we can pivot from this energy and get back on track. Pisces, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you and your partner, the possible energy of your connection as a couple in April. Don't forget here, intuitive friends. Ooh, look at that. King of Wands and Queen of Wands. The divine counterpart popping up here for the both of you. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. Okay, intuitive friends, Pisces, drop a rose in the comment section if this resonates for you and for your connection. And please give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. We have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. This is the ultimate counterpart energy, meaning and giving validation, confirmation of what I said at the beginning of the reading, that I said that the rider is a positive card in the Lenormand deck. It's positive news, positively preparing for the next phase, looking at the next step in a positive way, and maybe having the discussions that are needed in order to release certain things here that may have felt heavy or may pop up in the month of April, but both of you are committed to moving past whatever this energy is, whether it's a long history of struggle or whether it's something coming up in April. The King of Wands and the Queen of Wands are, in a way, a power couple. So how can we power through this release of the energy that may feel a little burdensome, or maybe feeling burdensome in April, or has been burdensome in February and March? So the King and Queen of Wands is both of you being very passionate. There could be a reignited passion being felt by the both of you. Okay, kind of looking your best, feeling your best, chemistry rising within the connection, you looking at each other and there's this reignited passion, even if you've been with each other for quite some time, is trying to be creative, how to spark or reignite the spark of love in the connection. Both being go-getters, being very confident or feeling confident that although there are moments that you could have those highs and lows, that there is a moment here that both of you can also make it better by both of you allowing your inspiration, ambition, and motivation to lead the connection here, to say to yourself, we're both deeply committed to making this work. There's a strong sense of strength with both of you here. Both of you feeling, wow, my partner is hot, and your partner thinking you're hot. There could be more physical touch, more physical chemistry. There could be more, how can I say this so that I don't get flagged on YouTube? There could be more physical intimacy or more, ignited passion here. So that could be noticed here in the month of April. Okay. Now let's take a look here, Pisces, at the positive mindset to keep in mind in the month of April as a couple affirmation or a reminder for the both of you here. So this is really nice here. You find there's something that you find within each other or rediscover. Okay, so there's something that you have found in each other if you're early in this connection, or have rediscovered in each other, that is bringing the sense of positivity back into your connection. So let's see what else is coming through. What is this positive mindset here? And by the way, this deck says I, but I'm going to change it to we because this is a couple's reading. So it says here, we attract loving relationships into our lives. Remember that I was talking about that attraction? There you go. Validation, confirmation. Remember that I said that both of you are going to be equally attracted. There's going to be an increase here of inspiration, motivation, ambition, sparks flying here for whatever reason. I feel there's going to be more of this reignited passion or chemistry. Okay? We attract loving connections into our lives. The Rider card, as I said at the top of the reading, one that symbolizes positivity here. So both of you looking at this connection, having this ignited or reignited passion towards each other and figuring out ways to improve, to develop, to progress in the connection, and maybe even here talking about possible next steps or milestones in the connection. Okay, even if this has been a long-lasting connection, like if it's been a long-term connection, there could be some things that are finally discussed or finally kind of like brought up to the surface, and there's this kind of clearing of that energy or that perception that may have been feeling a little bit heavy in the heart or in the mind. But this is a very, very beautiful reading here, Pisces. So that being said, it says we attract the loving relationships in our life. So you attract, there's, and again, look at this, is a divine counterpart here. I said both of you are going to be equally attracted to each other. There's going to be this kind of like magnetism here that gets reignited between the both of you and leaving behind this draining energy that may have been felt in the past or recent past, or that there may be something coming up. But again, I feel that everything's going to be good here. Okay, it's feeling really positive. That being said, Pisces, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, continue to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to take a look at your monthly readings, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.